Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're doing more of This Is the Police. Let me just make sure everything looks right on my stream. I can go ahead and load it up. It only takes a minute. It'll only take a second. I went faster than I thought. Okay, so truckers unhappy with suburban roads. Fire at the puppet theater. 2 actors dead. Freeburg gymnast wins regional competition. So we're still in the middle of the mob war. So far, the Sands, who I backed, are winning. There's a big sale going on today. No. Yeah. Let's see, 2, 5. Okay. I should be good. Let's go with some Ludwig von. Let's see what happens today. Let's check affairs. I don't think I can ask for anything yet. Okay, yeah, it's 2 more days. If I... Okay, I have enough cops. Okay, let's see what happens today. Attempted murder in the suburb. A girl shouted over the phone that her grandmother has been killed at her home. So send Prado and Woodard. Should be a simple job, so it'll help Woodard get his rating up. Fight City Center. A few drunks were playing darts, and one of them got one in the shoulder. A fight broke out. It was quickly joined by other patrons at the bar. Okay, we're sending the paddy wagon for this one. We'll send Smith and Samadi. I really gotta, think to send fewer, but as many as were. Ooh. The road to the house is strewn with the corpse of drowned dogs. The lights inside the house are on, but the door is locked. Find another way in. Bleeding elderly woman is lying on the floor of the living room. Check whether she's still alive. Fender caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Well, I mean, unharmed is a strong way to put it. Oh. Sorry about that. Oh, report from the fight. I didn't even notice that. Vendors caught, officers unharmed. Oh. God, it's so nice to be off. Sands need help. Bank Freeburg. Family Bank just called in a report of a strange man in a leather jacket with fake documents trying to empty one of our accounts. Obviously, it's one of Varga's agents, but it's a stupid move. We don't want to get our hands dirty with this. Just lock him away in a filthy cell. We'll send Smith. Oh, I want to... crap. I'll wait till I've got a moment. Yeah, all the... I'm just getting ready to get started on the rereading the original Suspicious Individual. I'll finish that in a second. A cashier just called in, her voice in a whisper. 2 suspicious black men have entered the store. They spent a few minutes browsing the rack with the expensive whiskey, and now they're whispering to each other and looking back at me. It looks like they're planning on robbing the store. Send Woodard and Vandal. Having worked retail, I can understand some of that. When you see a couple people off, whispering at each other and looking at you, you get a little suspicious of what they're thinking of doing. But yeah, getting ready to reread the John Carter of Mars series, at least the first 3. And it got me. Then we're unarmed, just doing a little shopping. They were picking out an expensive bottle of whiskey as a gift for their grandfather on his anniversary. Yeah. Often enough, it's nothing that's actually going on. But yeah, for whatever well, not for whatever reason, it got me thinking of the tabletop role-playing game, Hollow Earth Expedition. Particularly theft at Riverbank. Passerby witnessed 3 people trying to break into an ATM. A pickup truck was parked nearby, its engine still on, with another man behind the wheel. Looks like they're trying to grab the ATM and carry it away in the truck. Olsen, Smith, and Samadhi. But it got me thinking of not just Hollow Earth Expedition, but particularly the third... Technically, it's the third book in the series, although they're all kind of standalones, which is Revelations of Mars, which definitely has a lot of influence from the John Carter series in there. I want to get... I'd love to get the group together where I can actually play one of these RPGs. Ooh, situation's more serious than we thought. Requesting backup. We'll send Woodard and Vandal. Sands need help. Some punks are throwing Molotov cocktails in the office building where we make book. Eyewitnesses say the idiots keep throwing bottle after bottle, even though the building is already falling apart. They're probably still somewhere nearby. Some Bookerika and Mitchell. Yeah, that's arson. Yes, I know. I'm constantly trying to find ways of making it seem like, yes, I'm doing a good thing by helping the mob. Which, technically all these things that these other guys are doing are illegal. But, I'm also not seeing what Sandsmen are doing, so... Oh, got 3 new frames in the robbery. Oh, man. So, let's see. That shows it's the bum. I still don't have enough frames that match. The green coat matches. Said it was, I believe... cops were all over. I don't recall a lie that struck something under his jacket. Something like doctor's clothes. So... I would have to guess this, then this. But there's still a lot of frames missing. None of them, they don't match up with anything else. Theft report. Fender caught, officers unharmed. Nice. But yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to do a tabletop RPG in a long time. And I miss it. It was always a lot of fun. I know about what story I would set up for it, too. Oh, yeah, Sands is winning hand over fist. Then the day. Okay, good. So Freeborg mortality rate up 15%. Farmers harvest record corn crop. Central Library flooded in downpour. Ooh. That's never a fun thing. I want to grab that while I'm thinking of it. I'll never forget. I'll never remember. But yeah, if you've never heard of Hollow Earth Expedition, it's a tabletop RPG from the guys at Exile Game Studios. It's got its own unique system, and I like how it is. Because it's relatively simple to pick up. But one of the nice little factors is it also, let's see, Brito, I'm too tired, I can hardly walk. Okay, yeah, he is awfully tired. Shit. Looks like the janitor hasn't been around to clean toilets today. The janitor will come in. I'll give Yancey the day off. I tend to use Yancey for a lot of stuff. But the way the system works is the numbers aren't particularly important other than when how many dice you roll. And basically it's an odds and evens things. Fire all old cops. A recent regional conference which was attended by people from our administration, we learned that the governor wishes to lower the average age of public servants by at least 5 years. The city will most likely be subject to an upcoming review. Please dismiss all senior staff at the police station as quickly as possible. Oh, whoops. First look at the labor market. I think Stovall's really the only one who qualifies anymore. Unless there's a detective. Oh, man, I hate to give up. Let me look at this. Just to be... Okay. Ackers. Okay. Can't tell, yeah, with her. Where her hair is, it's hard to be 100% too old. Armstrong definitely isn't. What about DeBrito? I had to fire an officer and 2 detectives. Well, he's not my greatest detective. Should be everybody. She's gonna be too old, so I'll have to go with Alice. We'll put her on shift A. I have to go with Harry. We'll put him... How am I detectives? I got 3 on A, 3 on B. I just fired a lot from B, so I'll put him to B. Okay. That'll at least keep the city off me. One of the nice little things is basically it's... Anytime you roll a die, it has a 50% chance of coming up. It's basically you could play the system using a coin flip. You could determine which either way. I don't remember which way the book phrases it. Assault and Ghetto. A woman attacked her lover with a hammer after he told her he'd been cheating on her. The police call came in from the woman's daughter. Mom is really lost. I'm afraid she'll kill him, stammered the girl through her tears. Okay, so like I said, my best with my worst. Hopefully, I can try and get his numbers up since I can't fire him. But like I said, all boils down to which way you choose to do it. But if it says you roll 4 dice, 2 of them come up odds, 2 of them come up even, then you've gotten 2 success. They balance each other. Trying to remember. You've gotten 2 successes. Disorderly conduct at Desire Park. Corey Ramsey saw a group of women in the park wearing ski masks, leading 2 other scantily clad women with leather leashes, shouting offensive slogans about the superiority of the female sex. Wait. Okay. Judging by their unintelligible cries, the offenders seem to be preparing a sacrifice. I have a feeling this is this is hazing or something like that. I don't think it's nearly going to be as bad as they think. Report on the assault. Offender caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Did he go up 15? No, he only went up 10. Okay, 10's what he should. But the way the system is, so, rolling dice turns out to be pretty easy. It's basically a binary system. And the big benefit is if it takes 3 successes, disorderly conduct, okay. It was not... Well, it wouldn't have been a false alarm one way or another. Reach Suplet, Sophocles Theater of Drama. Mr. Boyd, we're shooting a new advertising spot for a bamboo toilet paper company. In the ad, there's an important role played by a policeman. Local actors here are only good for kids stuff. We need a true professional, someone the audience will believe is the real thing. We'd be grateful if you could provide us with some of your best employees. Shit. I mean, I don't know on this one. I'll send 3 of my worst. But essentially, if you need 2 successes, say, and your average, basically if you were going to roll 5 dice, your average would be like 2.5. If your average is higher than the number of successes needed, you'll just succeed automatically. You don't have to actually roll the dice, which is kind of nice. Theft, Debbie's Special Cafe. Someone stole a golden retriever belonging to Eddie Goldberg, owner of Eddie's Burgers, while the dog was playing in his backyard. Later that day, regulars at the burger joint said they saw the dog muzzled and led around by two junkies near Debbie's Cafe. I'm sitting next to a golden retriever, actually. Anybody who messes with an animal is just awful. Chief Percy really enjoyed doing that ad, and the director thought it was great. So he's offering a couple other roles. I think our colleague might even quit out of the service and go after a career in commercials. Yes. Oh, damn. 15,000. I didn't expect that much. Oh, and I got rid of Percy. Thank you. Oh, that was awesome. I got rid of Percy. But the whole Hollow Earth Expedition series, it's all very old school Pulp Fiction style. Somehow, a whole army of armed punks has seized a position on one of the fields at the ranch. Obviously, we're going to drive them off by force. We already got some men together, but some extra help wouldn't hurt. Robbins, Purdy, and Kingston. I gotta make sure Vargas doesn't come back. I think it's got another week or two. Let's see. The kitchen at Debbie's Cafe is hopping busy. Debbie is making sausage for a new brand of hot dogs. When she notices the police, she quickly dumps a dog collar in the trash. Ooh. Yeah, we're going to ask about the collar and Debbie and her relationship with Eddie Goldberg. That is a sick, sick woman. That is awful. That's more than awful. But yeah, it's all old school Pulp Fiction with the... Oh. Okay, I've got one more in labor market. Reckless endangerment, veteran's house. The elderly veteran is dragging around a bag filled with captured weapons, all loaded with live ammunition. Ugh. He says he's trying to demonstrate battlefield-like conditions. Hopefully he doesn't fire on my officers. But yeah, the whole premise of the first book in particular is about you going into the Hollow Earth. Very much Journey to the Center of the Earth or The Lost World from Arthur Conan Doyle. Sands need help. Apparently some punks are hiding out at an abandoned construction site the local homeless folk normally ice over when we start asking questions. Maybe they'd be more willing to talk to police. So Nozaki. But then they did Secrets of the Surface World. Oh, really? Wow. That was awful. They only lost one guy, and it was the weakest guy of the group, but still. Damn. Bring back the police station. I ain't giving Mafia more weapons. They're getting enough help from me. But the next book was Secrets of the Surface World, which talks, the time period, doing stuff in, period New York and all the rest of the stuff like you would see in the Indiana Jones films. Then the third book, Revelations of Mars, which is all about you've ended up on Mars through whichever way that your game master decides to send you there, whether it's a rocket or you get teleported or whichever way. And Sands are doing excellent. This is there is no question who's going to win this at this point. Declare dead. Man, I was glad to lose the one. I didn't want to lose the other. I need the job market to revamp. Not enough plots at City Cemetery. Photographer films UFO in suburbs. Park to host Bake Off. Excuse me. I actually was a Kickstarter backer on Revelations of Mars. I was very happy about that one. Oh, good. We didn't, nobody is wanting the day off. I've got a few RPGs that I was a backer on, some of which are still coming in, I've got, Paranoia getting ready to come in. Oh, God, Paranoia. I love the universe. I've not gotten to play it as much as I'd like. Fire all cops. Tomorrow's the deadline. Just in case... I don't think anybody here qualifies. None of them look it. Oh man, Ashiro, really? God damn it. And she's gonna make things worse. City Hall, officer slot, detective slot. I mean, I might as well ask them. All they can do is say no. Oh, Paranoia. Especially new edition. Oh, they're doing so many interesting things with it. Fight Kevin's Throat Bar. A fight broke out after a bartender refused to serve two particularly drunk men. Crosby, Woodard, and Smith. Looks like it's going to be a rough one, so... It's... Paranoia is this kind of futuristic... Sans need help in the suburbs. Found the apartment of one of the leaders of Vargas Punks. We're going to end this ourselves, but there's bound to be some gunplay. It'd be good if the police took charge of the situation once the dust settles. Well, I mean, that's kind of what we should be doing. Gunfire would happen when we show up. Two large angry men are fighting in one corner of the bar. Trying to separate them is just going to get ourselves. So, taser. Oh my god! Wow! Well, at least they're going to go away for much one of them, at least, is going to go away for much longer since he killed an officer. But it's this kind of futuristic, you don't know exactly when it's set, but you are clones in the city. I can't remember. Alpha Complex. After the bombs hit. Oh, let's see. Feast. Mr. Boyd, my catering company was preparing the 20th anniversary banquet for the Gallery of Modern Art, but the celebration was canceled at the last moment. It would be unfortunate if such a mountain of food went to waste. I'm willing to offer it to you and your men for a modest fee. Don't you think your employees would love the delicious dishes? For $300, yeah. I'll do it. Suicide threat. Young man climbed on top of the cathedral and is threatening to jump. A crowd of onlookers is gathered under the cathedral. Some of them recognize the man, and they say they're sure he won't jump. He's just he just had some bad acid and wants some attention. Send Smith and Woodard. God, I can't believe I lost another officer. One I just hired, too. But you are servants of the computer. The computer knows all. Robbery at the Octopus Restaurant. I know, I keep going back and forth and back and forth. The young woman attempted to leave the Octopus Restaurant without paying. The waitress tried to stop her, but the girl punched her in the head and knocked her unconscious. A guard tried to step in, but the girl disabled him with pepper spray. She then locked herself in the back room, where she can be heard beating something and shouting curses. Bukarik and Mitchell. Oof. It's getting a little closer than I like. But you are troubleshooters, and the name is very apt. You go and you find whatever trouble the computer wants you to find. This isn't the first time teenager Gordon Booker has drawn the attention of the police with such a performance. He was never really planning on jumping. Sucks. Well, okay. It sucks that he wasted our time, not, that he didn't jump, obviously. Homicide Business Center. Secretary of Prominent Businessman Elvis Calvo reports that unknown persons broke into her boss's office and threw him outside the window. Send Davenport. He's an excellent detective. Oh, man. I'm going to put both of them. Ackers is not good enough to do by himself. Robbery report. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Good. But yes, you go, you hunt trouble, and you shoot it. Problem is, the things that the computer is looking for, like cultists and mutants and everything else, yeah, you are both those things. Everybody is. Some of our men just run into a bunch of punks in the street. We don't know if they're Vargas people, but it'd be good to get a couple of uniforms on the scene just in case things go south. Send Vandal and Woodard. The investigation started on the homicide. Let's see. Saw a black sedan pull up to the building, and two men, one in a raincoat, got out. They passed me without saying anything. I heard the elevator, and I turned and saw two scary men. I didn't see any weapons, but they made it clear that they'd kill me if I got in their way. Could have been a robbery. Elvis had a safe in his office. Don't know what he kept inside it. Yes, I saw a couple of these, but I don't remember what time of that was. I actually learned about the incident only later. Elvis had his share of problems, but he preferred not to talk about them. But I knew there were some people trying to take away his business, and he was offering them a bribe. Okay? Um, but yes, like all the clones are, and yes, and everybody is clones. All of them are mutants of some form. All of them belong to some secret society, some of which the computer has created and forgotten about. See, noise complaint. Robert Wilson called to complain that his family can't get any sleep on account of noisy neighbors. He says strange people are always coming and going, and they take deliveries at all hours. Mr. Wilson has tolerated it for a long time and done nothing about it, but his son snuck out before bedtime and peeked through the neighbor's window. They swear they saw boxes of machine guns. Kids have such imaginations and come up with anything, but it might be best if you send over an officer and maybe ask them to keep it down at night. So send Samadhi and Bukarika. So yes, all the players are trying to do whatever the computer wants, and in order to make sure that they're safe, trying to oust the other players. Everybody has 5 clones at their disposal, so you can die and come back. Of course, if you try and kill another troubleshooter, you better be able to give the computer a good excuse. Oh, that went... I thought that might go south. Some Prado and Powers. Yeah, they were definitely carrying weapons then. And especially like the way they've done character creation now facilitates it so much better of getting players kind of against each other. Homicide report. Let's see, robbery report. Let's see. Okay, that's selling that. That'd be the bum getting drunk. But is that with the money that... I'm assuming that's supposed to be from money that the drugs... They're selling the drugs came from. So none of those work. God, we're not getting information fast enough. Oh, wait. Let's go to the homicide details. Let's see. Couple of guys. The open safe. I'm guessing this is them leaving. So I think that one goes there. But we don't know where these two belong. They belong further in, obviously, but we're missing frames. Noise complaint report. Oh, good. Nobody died. Thank you. Don't need any more dead officers. Ooh, we found automatic weapons. Because yeah, now in the new version, players go around the table and it's like, okay, well, I want to get a +1 in shooting. I have to pick another player at the table who gets a negative on that, and it goes around and around. And after everybody's done, then we go -2, -3, so on and so forth, until we've completed it. And so, while you decide you're going to be good at something, somebody else is going to be bad at it. And so automatically, you're getting the other players working against you, which really helps set the mood. Confectionery reduces staff. Legendary actor Paul Spagat giving masterclass in Freeburg. Schoolgirl struck dead by lightning. Ooh. I mean, at least that would be quick. So she was hit by lightning. She died. Yes, some friends of mine asked me to help out their animal shelter. They're badly short-staffed. She's not asked before. No, you don't. You're not gonna get the day out because you forgot to feed the fish. Oh, I think Ozaki was an older officer. I think I just screwed up. I think the city's not gonna be happy with me. Be right here at the start. Salary. Damn it, I did forget one. I forgot one. You guys cut me some slack. I got a higher raise. I can upgrade my SWAT team. Increase efficiency. Right now, I've not been needing them enough. You can now hire one more officer. Ooh. Ooh, I like. We'll go with the better detective. Black protest. About 100 black people surrounded setting hall chanting, "We want attention." Oh, I have to send 4. God damn it. And we'll send the paddy wagon. Jack, Mayor Rogers is misinterpreting the law in his favor. In fact, federal law allows public events near municipal buildings, including the mayor's office, provided the event is peaceful. We better cover our asses. Evidence since Martin Robbins, we can plant some unpleasantness in the office, in some officers' safe. Featuring segregationalist ramblings and other extremist literature. The USA tried distributing White Camellia publications. Tamper with the machine at Jack's home, adding a message from the mafia forcing the police chief to order racist attacks against the protesters. No. I hire one more detective. Okay, so first things first. I need to do this so I can actually look. I got 3 there and 4 there. So the detective is going on shift A. And get one more. We'll put her on shift A. Let's see what I got. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8 there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 there. So I need one more for B. You're gonna go there. You can go A. You can go B. You can go A. You're not the greatest, so I'm gonna leave you alone for now. That should help me out. Yeah, if you've never messed with Kickstarter before, I can understand it. Definitely has it. I can understand why some people wouldn't. Domestic disturbance, suburbs. Calls came in from an elderly woman named Sarah Wilkinson. She's concerned about a baby crying and other shouts coming from her neighbor's house. She's always known the child to be quiet and well behaved. Purdy in Kingston. Excuse me. Oof. But I always tell people, it's relatively safe. Suppress by force. No. Sent the officers there in case something went wrong. Having the officers there at the protest, does not signify anything bad. It just makes sure that anything that does go wrong, if something does go wrong, there's somebody nearby. Football fans have started a massive fight at the stadium. The police are trying to keep order, but the crowd isn't cooperating. And this definitely tells you this was made by a European group because they refer to it as football when clearly it's set for soccer. Me being U.S., that's what it is to me. I'm going to hold off until my guys come back. I've got a few seconds. Just that way, if I have to send if I can, I'm probably going to send the paddy wagon. Ooh. We'll send Gibbons and Kochi. Okay. Robbins, Austin, Vasquez, and SWAT. This will be the last time I can use SWAT for the day, though. But yeah, I always recommend people, it's relatively safe as long as you do your research and see who the people getting the money are. Because there are plenty of groups, the domestic report. Okay. Offenders caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Good. There are plenty of groups where it's just like, we're going to do this with time. Smoke bombs have gone off throughout the stadium and people are beating each other mercilessly. Rush the crowd armed with tasers, hit them with tear gas. Tear gas is happening. Oh, you sons of bitches. Really? Excuse me. God, I can't believe I lost another officer. Today is just not good on my officers. Carjacking, city center. A woman called to report a carjacking. I was driving to work, stopped at a red light. A man ran up to the car and pulled me right through the open window. Hurry, there's traffic jams everywhere. He couldn't have gotten far. Well, I don't have much of a choice, so I'm sending. I have never been a part of a Kickstarter that didn't pan out. Some of them take longer than they originally anticipated, and I'm used to that. I expect that to happen. But for the most part, I've never had one not pull through. There is one that is acting like it, and that's got me a little upset. Some more idiots are at our bank again trying to withdraw money from our accounts. This time we tried kicking them out, and they started breaking furniture and lighting paperwork on fire. Apparently, the fools think this is going to hurt our business. Coachy and Gibbons. Yeah, I mean, they're attacking a bank. Even if they're not robbing it of its money, they're attacking the bank. But, yeah, for the most part, I've been very satisfied. I've gotten a bunch of things from it. I've gotten some unique things that couldn't get anywhere else. Retiree Samantha Rendon was looking at her window when she saw two young girls break the window of the nearby house, then paint the words traitor and cunt on the wall. Kingston and Purdy. Jackie swore an oath to serve the city. If you can't keep your promise, we won't keep ours. You already did what I wanted you to do for the week. And they can peacefully protest all they want. I had cops there in case something went wrong, but they can protest all they want. Now, this is a problem we've been having in the real world of people taking over highways, which you can't do. The punks have a new lieutenant, and to make himself look good for Varga, he kidnapped the daughter of a senior member of our family. We learned the address of the house where she's being taken, and we've already sent some people out, but we don't know what they're going to find there. It's a perfect situation for police backup. I would agree. Because yes, people want to mention stuff like, way back in the day, like the Million Man March. But they forget that yes, it was a peaceful protest. Yes, they did occupy city streets, but they filed paperwork weeks and weeks in advance, basically like they were setting up for a parade. So they went through all the legal work to be able to go through the streets. Just going onto a highway and blocking traffic is illegal. And unfortunately, a lot of those people were stupid enough to do it and then got hurt because somebody couldn't stop or somebody had enough, which technically at that point, there's not really anything against, the drivers when it comes to that. And then emergency services can't get there because the roads are blocked. It's a sad situation. And unfortunately, it's the way it's been going. But stuffed toys purchased for orphanage found toxic. Mayor Rogers, I will bring order to the police station. Yeah, sure you will. Mayor Rogers displeased with police department. Yes, because I didn't do an illegal act. I chose not to. Belcher didn't come into work today. Bucarica and Prado got food poisoning and be expecting the hospital for the next 5 days. Oh, you sons of bitches. Two of my best. Really? I drank too much. I don't think I can hold it together today. Can I go home? Oh, great. I hired a drunk. You're not going home. I accidentally broke my bathroom mirror while getting ready for work. I always said 7 years of bad luck, but I know it's a silly superstition. Probably only lasts 7 hours, but it might be a good idea to take the day off. No. I understand superstitions. Everybody has theirs. But you break a mirror, you're still going to work. You just got to deal with the consequences of it. And part of it is you bring what you think you bring to the situation on that. So he expects things to go bad. They probably will. The man was an honest servant to the city. Today he was buried with military honors. Let's see. I don't think... Yeah, my labor pool's still pretty shallow. Don't think I can yet. Oh, fire legally. Didn't come to work. Oh, wait. I wanted to check. She's not a great one. So I'm going to hold off until the labor pool refreshes. I'm not short that much. Vandalism, Corn Monument. An elderly woman has reported that children wearing hoodies have painted rude words on a nearby monument. We'll send Woodard. Suicide threat at Atticus Tower. Teenage girl slipped past the skyscraper guards and found her way onto the roof. She's now standing on the edge. A guard called the police and said he was afraid to approach the girl. He could tell the girl was serious. Murata and Flowers. Another suicide threat. Trucker saw a teenage boy climb over the safety fence in the middle of the bridge. Driver stopped and tried to talk to the boy, but the boy became hysterical, screaming, "Don't come any closer or I'll jump." Sent Smith. Man. Today is a day of suicides, which it's kind of weird how that happens in real life. It seems like, a lot of people do it all in one day. Good. Offender caught, officer unharmed. But yeah. Suicide threat report. My mind's all over the place this morning. The other suicide threat. Offender caught, officer unharmed. Civilians unharmed. So, I don't know who he would have hurt other than himself on that one, but hit and run at the city center. Ooh, today's a busy day. Pedestrian said he saw a dark pickup careen into the sidewalk and hit two teenage skateboarders. He didn't even slow down, just smeared those poor kids and kept driving straight ahead, the drunk freak. Powers and Vandal. But yeah. Oh, man. Animal assault. We received a rambling call from a man who claims that he returned home from work to find a huge cat sitting in his doorstep, crouching ready to attack. It was growling like a Tyrannosaurus, stuttered the victim. Oh, this is going to be one of those days, isn't it? Don't tell me Woodard comes back dead, clawed to death by the cat. Ooh. Send Mitchell and Samadhi. Disorderly conduct. A pensioner looked out her window and saw a crowd of naked people running through the streets. She didn't know what to think and called her neighbor, who had also witnessed the outrageous spectacle. The women together called the police and demanded an immediate explanation. I'd like an explanation, too. I could have sent the paddy wagon. If they need help, they'll ask for it. Ugh. Hit and run report. Nice. The reported Catasaurus Rex is just an ordinary neighbor's pet and poses no threat to anyone. It's like I could have told you that from the get-go. Offender escaped, officers unharmed. Yeah, I should have sent the paddy wagon. Yeah, it might get a little ornery, but a normal house cat is not something really to worry about. Has been a dog on his doorstep growling like it was going to attack. That'd be a little different, depending upon the dog. Dog could mess you up. Cat, you got to be in just the right situation and get messed up. Guess to Mr. Sand is leaving Freeburg, and some punks somehow learned the route and are preparing an ambush. It's turning into a shootout, and we need any help we can get. Hopefully I don't regret this decision. As it is, they're reporting to a shooting. Let's see. Looks like Varga let a bunch of angry punks off the leash, and now they're brawling with our men right outside the ice rink. There's a few dozen people in the brawl, so the police better step in and cool things off. Yeah, reporting to a fight. No great surprise there. Don't remember. Consulting detective who assists in investigations. Okay. Hire a snitch. By silence. Okay. I forgot what all my deputy could do. Which means if I do it, then I am, that costs me the money I need to retire on. I mean, there's about 150 days still left, but unlawful assembly. People wearing white capes have gathered outside City Hall demanding a return to the good old days of segregation and slavery in Freeburg. The crowd chanted "White is right." Some were seen carrying revolvers. SWAT the paddy wagon. I can only send 2 right now. Uh, sorry. Supermarket manager Sonia Franco reports an elderly man deliberately overturned the vegetable table and is refusing to pay for damages. He tried to escape, but store guards managed to detain the offender. Now wait for somebody to come back. Okay. Let's see how this all turns out. Whoa. Situation's more serious. Wow. You got SWAT there and it's still bad. Got 3 new frames. Let's see. Let's see. Remember, pulled up in the building. I put one in the wrong place. So, first we'll put that back. Whoops, they pull up, go in up the elevator, see the secretary. We're still missing a few things. So, robbery report, no new frames found. Man. Crap. First, we're going to put that frame back. Whoops. Yeah, I would say something doesn't, still not adding up. It's just about the end of the day, too. Destruction of property, offender caught, officer unharmed. I would hope so. Unlawful assembly. Thank God I didn't lose any more officers. Found non-automatic weapons. Okay. The war is over. Vicus Varga has been defeated and his army of street punks and thugs has been broken. No one knows what happened to Vicus himself, but it doesn't matter now. He'll never show his face in this city again. That's over with. Thank God. I probably could have fired that detective for coming to work drunk. Should have done that when I had a chance. Zoo animal starving. Not starving. I don't know what that even is. Freeburg host to greatest lasagna in history. That makes me want to go to Freeburg. Toilet stolen from City Hall. Well, City Hall has that coming at least. Too tired, I can't walk straight. Okay, yeah, you're going home. Okay, everything else looks good. Alright, let's see. Funeral for Alice Crosby. Buried with military honors. I think the job pool's refreshed yet. Okay. So let's see how today goes. The war is over. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Man took his dog for a walk and upon returning home noticed a crouched hooded figure fumbling with a car at the end of the street. We'll send Dagger and Austin. Now I've been all over the place. Now I can't think of a subject to talk on. Ooh, really? It's gotten worse, huh? Hostage situation, city center. A man with dilated pupils boarded a bus and then pulled out a gun, possibly fake. He's demanding that the bus immediately leave for Africa. Somebody as high as balls. Send Derek and... Well, I wasn't going to send SWAT. But I can send him twice, so... Watch, I'll come to regret that. Yeah, I'll get a report back, say SWAT was killed. I'm like, really? How do you kill the whole SWAT team? Oh. Hostage situation report. Okay, good. Yes. Okay, good. Fender call officer unharmed. Officers, I should say. Ugh. Abduction, True Color Hotel. Anonymous call came in. Hello, I have information about a missing girl named Lisa Pettigrew. I kidnapped her a week ago, but now she's ready to go home. You can find her at True Color Hotel, room 180B. Better hurry if you want to see her alive. That's a little suspicious. I mean, the fact that he would call saying she's ready to go home is unusual. If he kidnapped her, you know, he'd either just dump her if all that stuff. This sounds like somebody wanting to get caught. Armed robbery gas station. The gas station. Passerby reported they saw motorcycles pull up to the gas station carrying a gun. He entered the station without removing his helmet, and he then heard screams and gunshots. Gibbons, Kingston, and Durek. Abduction, True Color Hotel. Room 180B is located at the top floor of the hotel. A red ball hanging from the doorknob with the word, and the words written on the ball read, "Call the bomb squad." Ooh. Get a key for the hotel room. Inside is a standard motel room, complete with bed, bedside table, telephone, and TV. The curtains are drawn, and sitting on the bed is a girl strapped with explosives. Red and yellow wires protrude from the bomb. Exit the room, evacuate the hotel, and wait for the bomb squad. I'm not just going to cut a wire. That is asking for shit to go wrong. I mean, if I knew a lot more about the bomb and everything, I might be able to deduce which one to cut, but that is asking for trouble. That is asking for a bomb to go off. Let's see. At the end of the high school reunion party, a naked young man entered the restaurant with an object of it in his hand vaguely resembling a gun. He was behaving very erratically, then jumped up on a table and started threatening the restaurant patrons. Sam Purdy and Robbins. Okay. Fender call officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Good. Oh. Ugh. Massive fight, Christopher G. Sands Arena. Freeburg lost to Pittsville 12-0, and the local fans are furious. They were screaming and swearing at the visiting team as they retreated to their locker room. Himself enraged by the insults, the visiting team's captain threw his stick and struck one of the fans in the face. Massive brawl erupted involving fans, players, referees, and even the concession hawkers. So paddy wagon, SWAT. Oh, God. I don't want to send any of my better officers. God, this is... nothing can be seen from the street, but screams and sounds of smashing plates can be heard from within. Go through the main entrance. When the young man spots police, he grabs a woman and puts the gun to her head. He yells something unintelligible and squeezes his hostage's neck. His gun appears to be a toy. I mean, it definitely looks like one. It's not one of those ones that looks like, you know, it might be a real one. We're going to casually approach the assailant. Fender escaped, officers unharmed. Civilian killed. Wow. I did not expect that. Offender escaped maybe, but not civilian killed. Wow. That was... That just, has me beside myself. I did not expect that result. Oh, wow. Let's send the others. Purdy and Robbins are back. It's toward the end of the day, so... Of course, I'd say that. Taxi driver called from a payphone complaining that a violent customer refused to pay the fare and attempted to leave the car. When the cab driver locked the door, the man went berserk, broke the car's safety screen, and attempted to strangle the driver. The driver managed to escape, and the assailant remains locked inside the car. That is a very angry person. Oh, right. It's Sunday. Don't know if you can hear it. I doubt you can. The microphone's pretty good with noise canceling. Church bells were ringing. Fender call officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Whew. Just had, all but 2 of my officers there. Lord. As it's not likely to have anything happen this last hour. And end the day. Whew. Drunk student falls from 5th floor window, injured. This fall, record rainfall in Freeburg. Accident at the reservoir, water runs out in 2 days. Ooh. That's gonna cause some issues. I can see that coming. Let's see, I've got some stripes to give. Well, I've got a stripe to give. Doll, Smith, Flowers. I don't want to. I'm going to hold off for now. Ooh. Plot. Been a while since we had any of this.
You know when a police chief really feels his power? When he hires and fires people? When he throws folks in jail? When he's bossing everyone around all morning? Nope. No, there's no power there. Just bureaucratic red tape. Like directing traffic. Not that it's all bad. No, I feel it the most when people come to me with accusations. Accusations happen outside the law. They don't need to be rational or supported by evidence. They don't petition justice in the careful words of legal formality. No, an accusation is a personal cry, full of resentment or envy, a defeated moan, or an angry howl. The accuser rarely imagines you'll share their resentment, their envy, their hatred. No, but they do imagine that your love of power is so strong that you'll leap to decide the fates of others, happy just to take someone's word for the facts. Businessmen accuse the gangsters blame our public figures denounce politicians, the politicians point to the businessmen. When it comes to accusation, there's only one rule. Don't aim too high. If you overestimate your own importance, then complaining can cost you your life. So choose the easier path. Exaggerate as far as you can, and try to make your plea sound as sad and pathetic as possible. The accusation I received today sure didn't fit the normal mold. After killing Vikas Varga and routing his supporters, Sand further strengthened his already powerful authority. Even a month ago, anyone coming out against Sand would sound like a lunatic with a death wish. Today, it's the same thing as suicide. But the letter I'm holding in my hands directly connects Henry Sand, lieutenant of the Sand Mafia family, to the reported death of successful banker John Pazzi. Henry has a daughter, Marianne, a dancer, and apparently it all started with her. One day, Marianne danced in the title role of a production of Giselle. And Henry, proud father that he is, brought the whole family to the premiere, along with some of the family's business partners. Among their guests was the young banker John Potsy. He couldn't keep his eyes off Marianne, but she ended up brushing him off. In response, Potsy ambushed her one night after rehearsal, pulled her into his limousine, and had his way with the poor girl.
Ooh.
After that, gentleman that he was, he drove the girl home and threatened that if she told anyone what happened, her mother would get the same treatment.
Ooh.
But her father still managed to shake the truth out of Marianne, and he decided to take his revenge. Of course, Henry knew he couldn't just go with his instincts and put a bullet in Potsy in broad daylight. The rich bastard was too important for business, and Henry is neck-deep in the family business, overseeing transportations for the Sand Mafia. He knew about every delivery delay, every car, and every shop. It was mostly thanks to Henry that the whole sand operation rolls so smoothly. Henry has free access to all their off-book cars, and a tar-black motive. Yeah, he could easily arrange the death of John Potsy as a drunken, late-night hit-and-run. But Henry Sand is smarter than that. If this story about Potsy is true, he'd more likely go to the boss and ask permission.
Yeah.
I'd have figured this letter the ramblings of a retired gangster looking to spice up his life with little excitement. The way the letter started, "My dear little old cupcake," I had every mind to toss it in the trash.
Ooh.
Something else got my attention. They're rarely ever signed, but this one ended Robespierre, and I doubt it's an imposter. No one would go against the most powerful group in the city, hoping to hide behind the name of some prankster clown. Like everyone else, I had no idea who Robespierre was or what he wanted. But there was no doubt that this guy was more than a little crazy.
They're going out,
An
threatening the
arrogant
mob.
psychopath. Could be dangerous. Definitely worth looking into.
Well, that is definitely a interesting little development. I wonder what that means for me. Funeral for Vasquez. Hit and run at Desire Park. Unidentified vehicle struck and killed a young banker, John Potsy, then fled the scene. Oh my god. I only have my below average drunk to lead this. Oh, this is bad. This is not great. Oh, Lord. This isn't getting solved. Three armed robbers wearing masks entered the bank and demanded the manager open the safe. Send 3, and we'll send SWAT. Oh, Lord. My worst detective. Yeah, I still don't have enough frames. That's why that one's there. Robbery. That doesn't fit. I'm missing at least a frame. I have to be. I'd be selling off the drugs you would take it in. I mean, the only thing I've got points to the bum. The bum could be lying. Clear all. Oh, whoops. I need... Yeah. Unless there's something wrong in the order. Broke in, found the drugs, sold them, drank it off. Okay. Nothing's happened, so... shit. Investigation started. I need... Okay. Mr. Pazzi sometimes liked to walk the city at night. I just take him out after a long business dinner. We pulled up to the park near the monument. Didn't notice anything suspicious, although there was a gray truck that didn't have any license plates. It followed us to the park from the restaurant, and then it turned off somewhere. Mr. Pazzi died immediately on impact. A heavy vehicle struck him at high speed. Bruises on his body show traces of a grill, so he might be looking for a jeep or a truck. Soft tissue contained fragments of a windshield, so it appears the blow was strong enough to throw his body into the air and through the windshield. The victim's clothes also show traces of gray paint, which fits with the gray truck. I run the park at night today. I heard the roar of a motorcycle, so I went to check it out. There was bikers who like to race on the empty roads, but when I ran closer, I saw the road was empty. Then I saw the body, so I called the police. Motorcycle tire tracks and shattered glass were found at the crime scene. A nearby intersection, a surveillance camera recorded a group of bikers, and behind them you can make out a gray Jeep with a cracked windshield. Bikers may be involved in this just as a distraction, if nothing else. Assault at the trade union's building. A young woman frightened to death just called in from the trade union. A drunk factory worker broke into the building. The same man who yesterday visited the union, demanding a return of the money that was withheld from his salary over the past 6 years. The man is shouting and threatening to break through the service window. Send Samadi and Vandal. Oh. Bank is located at the city center. There was a lot of traffic and civilians. Sneak up to the front window and take a peek inside. A woman's shouts can be heard from inside the bank. Yeah, get the bullhorn. Attention, you're surrounded. Vendor caught, officers unharmed. Civilians unharmed. Thank God. That's all I needed was more dead civilians. Or dead cops. Ooh. That apparently got worse. Armed robbery. Oh, Lord. Just received an alert from a jewelry store. 6 armed men wearing masks entered the premises, demanding all the cash and jewelry be placed in a large garbage bag. We need to hold off. Okay. So, Paddy Wagon, SWAT, Powers Mitchell, and Woodard. That just leaves Murata by himself. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Good. Sophocles Theater of Drama. During a production of My Sweet Juliet, the Zombie. I actually would be curious on that one. I need to look that up, see if that's real. Probably isn't, but... actors in the performance were buffeted by flying eggs, thrown by someone from the audience. The assault was accompanied by shouts, "Shame, necrophilia, how dare you mock such a classic." According to the elderly theater guard, the eggs were thrown by 10 young girls, all dressed in white. I'll give it a minute, wait for somebody to come back. I figured it was Romeo and Juliet, but like afterwards, and Juliet's a zombie. Murata, Flowers, and Smith. Should be an interesting concept. Ooh. Cincinnati and Vandal. Yeah, things got worse. I was worried that they would. Oh, great. Fight Sawmill neighborhood. A call just came in from a girl who went with her friends to have a barbecue out by the sawmill. When the food was almost ready, a group of drunk students suddenly appeared, claiming that it was their spot. A massive fight broke out. Oh, great. Hopefully I can get somebody back soon because I've got nobody to send. Okay. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Okay. They come back soon enough, I can send the 3 of them. Particularly since it's a massive fight. City Hall, the reception at City Hall doesn't have enough protection. Mayor urgently requests you send more officers. I have no officers to send. I can't help you. Come on, come on, come on. I've got enough time, but I don't have officers to send. If I did, that'd be a different story. And I had to send 2. This call came in like 3 seconds. That'd have been a different story. So I can't just back out and come back to it. I have to do it then, or I don't do it. Another thing at the theater. 3 armed thugs managed to rob the audience of a playhouse, I should say. Before the civilians realized what was happening, the criminals had already fled the scene. To the last minute, everyone thought it was all just part of the show. The cloakroom attendant says the robbers left in a yellow school bus. Wilson, Powers, Mitchell, and Woodard. That's not exactly your average escape vehicle. It's not great for escaping. Vendor caught, officers unharmed. Okay. That homicide gas station. An eyewitness reported that a man drove up to the gas station, got out, shot the guy behind the counter with an automatic rifle. Now he's just standing there quietly, filling up his gas tank. This dude is crazy. I'm gonna give it a minute so I can get a few more officers involved. Even late at night, finding the right bus wasn't too difficult. The criminals abandoned it less than a mile from a suburban motel. Search the bus first. Motel manager reports 3 men threatened me with a gun when I said we had no more rooms. Put them in a room we'd already rented, but they won't be happy when our guests return. I'm going to try to trick the gunman. Whew, that worked. Thank God. Come on, should have. Okay. So we're saying Samadi, Vandal, and Smith. I figured that would work. They'd open the door at least. And we'd be there waiting. Oh. Robbery report. No new frames found. Homicide report. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look at our new frames. They went up the stairs. Now they went up the elevator. They didn't have weapons, so we had that one right. And that's them leaving. One's got his jacket. Similar to the other frame, but one's got his jacket on, one's got it off. The one with he's got jacket on, he's got a briefcase. Frame back. Put that frame back. Maybe. Ding. Nothing. We got 3 new frames. Let's see. Dude walking. That was not how the hit happened. Though that fits. He didn't walk past. Well, we don't know if they did or did not walk past it. Oh. Oh! No! Oh, God damn it. I wouldn't, bring the police station. Wow. That's doing so good. Is this his wife come back, or? Wife's mother's house.
Jack, you always come back so late?
What's wrong? Bad news?
Good news, Jack. Laura is ready.
Ready how? She's coming back? When?
Not that fast, Jack. Laura's ready to talk. But if she's ready to talk, she's getting ready to come back. You just need to find the right words. You can find the right words, right, Jack?
I'm not an idiot.
I didn't ask for this, Jack. It's the middle of the night, and I'm alone on an old farm, 40 minutes away from anywhere, sat on a creaky porch, and now I'm getting snapped at. I came here so you could personally promise me that you'll be able to find the right words. So let's try again. You can find the right words, right, Jack?
I can find the right words, Mrs. Markham.
That's good to hear. Tomorrow night at 3 o'clock at the Octopus Restaurant. You know it?
Yeah, but it's closed at night.
Oh, I've arranged for them to be open. Don't be late. But don't come too early either.
That's interesting. She's got some pull, apparently.
Mrs. Markham?
Yeah?
I should probably offer you some tea or something before you go.
Do you have any tea?
No.
Good night, Jack.
At least Jack tried. Biannual report, more deaths than births in Freeburg. Red cat rescues girl from rapist. Debbie's Cafe charged with health and safety violations. It should be. But this seems like a great spot to stop. We've had some moments happen. It's a little shorter stream, I know, today. Yeah, thank you all for being here. Those of you who are watching live, those of you seeing this on YouTube, thank you for making it this far. Normally, tomorrow's one of my days off, but I want to get Styx Shards Darkness finished. Especially since it's going to be a little longer due to the fact that I didn't finish the last mission thanks to the glitch yesterday. But so I'll be back tomorrow streaming that, hopefully finishing that. Let's see, anything else? But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a good day. Take care. Bye.